welcome back. Another episode here, MRC. Just doing an update here on the Vandal. I realize a lot of people here tune into this channel because they're interested in this buggy, and I've been promising doing some upgrades on this. Right now it's currently in its stock form, and I'm getting ready. I have time now to perform upgrades on this. Only thing I have done to this buggy since I purchased it, I still have the stock wheels, but I use these when I hit the track. I have some J Concept Goosebumps and some low-C front tires here. Other than that, I've just got some cool arc clips, body clips. They're green from Hobby King. And I've drilled some holes in the front to ventilate so we get some airflow in. I have an X-Car ESC in mine with an 8.5 turn Turnigy Trackstar brushless motor installed, and I got a Bluebird servo from Hobby King as well. All fairly budget-like prices. Also have this bound to my FlySky GT3B radio. So that's the extent of all I've done to this car. Obviously I bought this as the roller and added in all those parts. I'm very pleased with it. Right now my spur gear is stripped out, so I figure while I'm tearing this cart to do the spur gear, which is this part here, I bought the whole assembly, but I'll probably just take it apart and do the spur, because this was more available than just the plastic spur, and this was only a few bucks, whereas the spur gear was, I don't know, 80 cents or something like that. So I bought the whole thing because the regular spur gear was on back order. So I'm going to stick with the metric size, stock size that they have. You can also buy these pinions on Hobby King, the metric pinions. They're not very common pinions, but they do sell them on their website. So if you want to change your gearing ratios up, I suggest you keep an eye on the website and scoop those. They're cheap. I think they're like $2 a piece. So now I'm just going to go through quickly the other upgrades, and I'll just put all these part numbers here in the video description so you know what parts I'm putting on this, because I know a lot of people are interested in seeing this thing hopped up. So the big daddy of them all right here is part 164. They all start 38-2000. So this is the aluminum chassis. I'm really looking forward to doing that, and that will stiffen up this buggy a lot and give it a little bit of lightness and extra performance. It's cool looking blue anodized setup here for that, so that's going to be awesome. Another important part I think worth upgrading is the steering rack. That's the part 153. I got the aluminum one. So that takes a bit of the slop and bend out of the steering, because when it's under bounce and under tension, especially when you're racing, you want as much precision as possible, and this will strengthen it and stiffen it, and it is a well worth upgrade for the price. If you're a basher, I wouldn't really worry about that, and the spare part is like under $1 for sure. Other important upgrades, as you can see, these have a lot of flex and stuff in it in the shock towers, and I think it's very important to get something that's durable. This is the rear shock tower. That's part 148, carbon fiber, comes with all the screws, so that will mount over there. And here I have the carbon fiber shock tower for the front. These aren't very expensive either. I think these ran about $8 or maybe even less. That's really cool to upgrade these, and it'll be really tough for these to ever break, and they're really firm, and I'm looking forward to doing that upgrade on this for sure. This is part 147 for front carbon fiber shock tower. One of the things you hear about is maybe these shocks are a little slow on the on the rebound. So just they're decent shocks, but I figured, you know, $8.50, give them some more durability. I bought the front aluminum shock tires or shocks complete, and the rear. The fronts are part 151 and the rears are part 152. So I'm gonna pull those apart, put oil in them. Now I'm probably gonna go 35 in the front, and I'll do 35 or 30 weight oil in the back, because I want to give it just a little bit of squat under acceleration. It's generally a cool setup is to maybe put 5 less weight oil in the back, just to give your vehicle a little squat. When it accelerates, it squats a bit in the rear, and that will take a bit away of the fishtailing and spinning of the tires. So that's just a little minor tweak you can do for your setup. Anyways, so guys, I'm going to start this weekend when I get time. I'm going to start putting this thing together. Again, I'll put all these parts in the notes and reference them to Hobby King in case you're interested in doing these things, these upgrades to the RC. Again, this is a great RC. I bought this for $65 US. Added in my own electronics. I'm super pleased with this buggy, and I just, in a stock form, it's a decent on the track, but I want to be competitive level, and I think I can get this buggy into that state for under, all combined with electronics and everything. It should come under $200 US easily, and it just goes to show you don't have to really spend $500-600 to get a race-worthy four-wheel drive competitive buggy, and hopefully my driving skill will help me do the rest. There's also many other parts consider getting. I'm also considering getting the carbon fiber top plate, and one of the more expensive, or not so expensive, is to get these suspension pin holders here, get them aluminum, and I'm looking to do that maybe down the road, but I got plenty of plastic spares and they haven't busted on me yet, so I'm just going to roll with them for now, but down the road I'll be definitely looking into that. So I'm hopping this thing up a little more, making it cool. So again guys, Quantum Vandal, the upgrades are going to begin. I'll be keeping the videos coming, keep you updated. Thanks again for tuning in. Check out my Google Plus page, Facebook, wherever. Thanks for your comments. Love hearing from you. Keep doing these videos. So guys, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you again